December has been strange for the New Jersey Devils. They came into the month off the back of a great Pacific Northwest road trip where they took 3 of 4 games, only losing to the Edmonton Oilers on the end of a back-to-back. But now they've lost 3 straight in their homestand at the Prudential Center, including losses to the Anaheim Ducks, the Philadelphia Flyers, and most recently the Edmonton Oilers in brutal fashion in each of the 3 games. Whatever confidence they had a week ago have kind of gone to the wayside despite winning 8 of their last 10 going into this homestand stretch. I'm James Birle for WFUV Sports, and I was there this week to notice the Devils and some of their recent struggles. And yes, once again, it starts with goaltending. The goaltenders have not looked much better, if at all. Between Vitek Vanacek and Akira Schmid, it hasn't been great, giving up 5 against the Ducks on Sunday, including a hat trick from old friend Adam Henrique. And then on Tuesday against the Flyers, Vanacek actually looked kind of sharp. He stopped 23 of 26, .55 goals saved above expected. But Lindy Ruff made the strange choice, in my opinion, to go for Akira Schmid in goal in that game on Thursday, where the Devils actually saw Schmid go back to the bench less than 5.5 minutes in, giving up 2 goals on 7 shots. 7 shots in the first 5 minutes is never a recipe for success, especially against Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl of the Edmonton Oilers. Vitek Vanacek, though, would come in, face some more tough hockey, given that the next 19 shots were the Oilers, but he stopped on 19. And into the third period, the Devils would have a 3-2 lead. Unfortunately, it would be washed away in less than 3 minutes. 3 quick goals from the Oilers in less than a minute and 19 seconds in the start of that third period to make it 5-3 Edmonton. And then Ryan McLeod, the brother of Devils centerman Michael McLeod, would add a 6th goal, his second of the contest, to confirm the Devils' 3-game losing streak. However, in this stretch, they've had some inspiring wins, including those ones on the road to Vancouver, where they scored with 30 seconds left to wash away a Vancouver comeback attempt in the game that featured all 3 Hughes brothers. Against the Calgary Flames, they played 200-foot game and were dominant, winning 4-2. They beat the Bruins in overtime on home ice just last week, but then they followed it up with that disheartening loss to the Ducks. And then against the Philadelphia Flyers, they were outplayed for stretches of the game. They played good hockey, but couldn't find the back of the net. They couldn't find better scoring opportunities. And eventually it would be Jack Hughes, who with his second giveaway of the game, trying to find his brother Luke in his defensive zone, accidentally slipping the puck to Owen Tippett, who had a wide open shot against Vitek Vanacek. Vanacek did play well, but as I said, Schmid would come into the starting crease against the Oilers and was brought out very quickly, and for good reason, despite the Devils not waking up at all. Lindy Ruff actually took some credit for the loss, noting that they actually took a day off between Tuesday and Thursday, and how that might have affected the way his team started the game. Not only that, how it might have affected the goaltending specifically. Take a listen.
I worry after every loss that, you got to maintain a level of consistency. And after taking a day off yesterday, the way we came out, for me, that's really on me. You decide whether you're not going to practice. You want to make sure that you have energy. You knew we were up against a desperate team that lost 3 hockey games in a row, and we come out like that. I mean, our first puck play, we're going to hand it to them. Spot them a couple goals. That's on me. Have the team ready.
It's no mystery, though, that the Devils have been struggling for reasons outside of their own control. For one, Timo Meier, and he's been on the thoughts of many fans, coming back from injury at the beginning of December against his former team, the San Jose Sharks. And in those last 10 games throughout the month, he's had just 1 goal and 1 point. That did come against the Edmonton Oilers, and it was a game-tying goal. It was a big moment for Timo, and it actually gave the Devils a big chance in that game. And you always want your players to score. That was a big moment. The entire arena erupted in a Timo Meier chant. You love to see fans get behind their guys, but this has been a rough stretch for him. His skating is 20% low the standard it was at last year, according to the advanced statistics, and it just seems like he's still dealing with that injury that he had, but it's unclear at the moment what exactly it was, and if it is affecting him, Lindy Ruff won't exactly say. Of course, also injured is Dougie Hamilton, torn left pectoral muscle against the New York Islanders on November the 28th, that game that they won 5-4 on a late winner. It's been a real struggle with that Dougie Hamilton. I know Seaman Nemec has come in the 2nd overall pick in last year's draft and has really lit it up. He is a terrific defenseman. He's probably a better defender than Dougie Hamilton is. But when you lose a point per game player, a locker room glue guy, a star in this league, let's be frank, in Dougie Hamilton, it's tough shoes to fill for any six defenseman, any group to put together. And it's been difficult for the Devils, and it's been disruptive to their normal lineup. Not to mention, where does Timo Meier fit in? He's been better with the guys like Bratt, and especially Hischier and Andre Palat. But if he's not fully healthy, you can't have him skate with top 6 minutes. So he's been relegated to the third line next to guys like Dawson Mercer and Alex Holtz, and he just hasn't really gotten going until that goal against the Oilers. So they really hope that he continues that. And of course, the goaltending issues persist. We've been talking about it for a while, but now it's gotten to a point where 4 points out of a playoff spot, Lindy Ruff's job is coming into question. And now with the roster freeze until the end of the Christmas break or the holiday break in the National Hockey League, do the Devils then go look for a goaltender? John Gibson, Jussi Saros, and Jake Allen, all names being brought up around the goaltending position for New Jersey. But other than that, they have 31 games into the season. They've got time to figure it out, and they are within striking distance of the playoff line. They've shown signs that they can be the team that they were last year, but they're going to have to put it together on a consistent basis, and they're going to have to see improvements all over the ice, not just in the net. For WFRV Sports, I'm James Birle, and I will see you guys next time. Happy holidays.